Class 10th. Today I am going to explain about the reactions of metals with dilute acid. In the previous lecture we have discussed the reaction of metals with water and with oxygen. Now I am going to explain the reactions of metals with dilute acid. Before discussing it, on the basis of reactivity series, we know that metals are classified into two categories. First, the metals which are more reactive, and second consist of the metals which are less reactive. We have explained this reactivity of metals on the basis of reactivity series, starting from potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, then aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, then hydrogen, copper, silver, gold, etc. Now these metals indicate their reactivity. The metals present at the top are highly reactive or they are most reactive, and the which are present at the bottom, they are less, or we can say that least reactive metals. So now metals on the basis of their reactivity are of two types. First, metals which are more reactive, and second, less reactive metals. And it is important to note here that the more reactive metals are those which reacts with dilute acid. Which reacts with dilute acid. The acid may be HCl or it may be sulfuric acid, resulting in formation of salt and evolve H2 gas. This point is important. All the reactive metals, when combines with dilute acid such as hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, they combines together to form salt and produces H2 gas. Clear? These metals include potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, etc. Now there are some less reactive metals such as copper, silver, gold, platinum, etc. These metals, when react with dilute acid, they do not produce H2 gas. They do not produce H2 gas because the metals are less reactive. So these less reactive metals do not react with acid with the same ease as more reactive metal combines. Hence they do not produce H2 gas. Clear? Now how can we explain the reactivity of these metals? Starting from potassium, sodium, when combines with hydrochloric acid, both of these compound resulting in formation of their salt NaCl or KCl and produces H2 gas. As we know, these metals are highly reactive, therefore there will be fast evolution of H2 gas. H2 gas evolves very quickly because these metals are highly reactive. When we move from sodium to calcium, this metal is less reactive as compared to sodium and potassium. Therefore, in this case, reaction of this calcium with HCl takes place vigorously, but the reaction is less vigorous as compared to potassium and sodium, resulting in formation of salt with evolution of H2 gas. Now next, magnesium. Magnesium is slightly less reactive as compared to calcium and is less reactive as compared to sodium as well as potassium. When combines with acid, it also produces MgCl2 with evolution of H2 gas. The reaction is quite rapid, but not so fast as compared to calcium or not so vigorous as compared to potassium and sodium. Now next, the reaction of metal aluminium, because the metal aluminium is present below magnesium in the reactivity series. Therefore, this aluminium, when combines with HCl, firstly the reaction takes place slowly, because aluminium when combines with HCl in the starting or in the beginning, the reaction was found to be very slow. Why the reaction is slow? Because this aluminium, in presence of atmosphere gases or in presence of oxygen, get covered by a protective layer of aluminium oxide. Now this aluminium metal is covered by this layer, therefore initially this HCl combines with aluminium slowly because a protective layer of aluminium oxide is present. When slowly this layer of aluminium oxide dissolves, again the rate or the speed of reaction becomes fast. तो reaction की speed इसके बाद क्या हो जाएगी? Fast, and combines with HCl to produce AlCl3 aluminum chloride with evolution of H2 gas. This question is important here. Why hydrochloric acid reacts with aluminium initially very slowly? Because the aluminium layer get covered by protective layer of aluminium oxide. Therefore HCl first dissolve this layer. When this layer completely dissolve, the reaction speed increases, reaction become fast and produces salt with evolution of H2 gas. Next is zinc. Now zinc is present below aluminium. It means zinc is less reactive as compared to aluminium. Therefore in this case the reaction is again very slowly. The reaction takes place very slowly, resulting in formation of salt ZnCl2 with evolution of H2 gas. In this case the reaction is also slow because it is also covered by protective layer of zinc oxide, and these two metals aluminium and zinc and their oxide such as aluminium oxide and zinc oxide, they shows amphoteric nature, means they can react with acid as well as base to form salt and water. Next is after zinc, iron when combines with HCl, the reaction in this case is very slow. It means iron reacts very slowly with hydrochloric acid to produce FeCl2, ferrous chloride with evolution of H2 gas. Last is lead reaction is also very slow. Then copper, silver and gold. Copper, silver and gold, these metals are less reactive. So these metals when combined with HCl, in such case there will be no reaction. No reaction takes place. It means these metals are less reactive, do not combine with dilute acid, so there will be no reaction or there will be no evolution of H2 gas. So we can arrange these metals on the basis of their reactivity towards acid as the most reactive metal is potassium, followed by sodium. Sodium is more reactive than calcium. Calcium is more reactive than magnesium, aluminium, then zinc, iron, copper, mercury, silver and gold, etc. This is the reactivity series of metal with dilute acid. Alternatively, we can also check the reactivity of the metal. When the reaction is carried out, we can note the reaction with the evolution of H2 gas, how fast or how many more bubbles are produced, as given in figure 3.6. So in this figure different test tubes are taken and labeled as A, B, C, D and E. In the first test tube we have taken magnesium metal with dilute acid. HCl hydrochloric acid is taken all the test tube. In second case the metal taken is aluminium, then zinc, iron and copper. The formation of bubbles indicate the speed of reaction. The test tube in which there are more bubbles, it means the reaction is highly vigorous. As the number of bubbles decreases in the respective test tube, the reactivity of metals also decreases. In this test tube there will be no evolution of gas. It means copper does not react with dilute HCl. Therefore in this case there will be no evolution of hydrogen gas. Next, very important concept is that when we use HCl and H2SO4 with different metals, H2 gas is evolved. But if we use dilute nitric acid with these different metals, it was observed that there will be no evolution of H2 gas. अगर हम एसिड को रिप्लेस करके HCl H2SO4 के बजाय नाइट्रिक एसिड को यूज़ करते हैं तो उस केस में रिएक्शन के अंदर इवोल्यूशन ऑफ गैस विल नॉट टेक्स प्लेस. This means why this H2 gas not evolved when nitric acid is added to sodium, potassium, magnesium. मैग्नीशियम के केस में इवॉल्व होगा सोडियम, पोटेशियम, calcium, iron, aluminium. In that case H2 gas will not be evolved because this nitric acid will act as strong oxidizing agent. This acid will act as strong oxidizing agent. Therefore it will oxidizes H2 gas produced into water. अगर किसी रिएक्शन के अंदर हम डालते हैं तो जो H2 गैस प्रोड्यूस होगी, दिस नाइट्रिक एसिड ऑक्सीडाइज H2 गैस टू प्रोड्यूस वाटर. दैट्स वाई H2 गैस डज नॉट प्रोड्यूस एंड इटसेल्फ दिस नाइट्रिक एसिड reduces to produce oxides of nitrogen such as NO2, NO, N2O, etc. So the most important concept here is that only two metals named magnesium and manganese, they combines with dilute nitric acid to produce the respective salt of magnesium nitrate or manganese nitrate with evolution of H2 gas. Only in these two metals H2 gas is produced with nitric acid. If we use other metals except these two, in that case H2 is not produced, but this H2 is oxidized to produce water, and this nitric acid doesn't undergo salt formation. It will further reduces to produce NO2, NO, N2O, etc. Next is metals like gold and platinum. They also do not react with dilute acid as well as concentrated acid. In both the kind of acid, there will be no evolution of H2 gas, indicating that these metals are least reactive. These metals are least active. These metals are also termed as noble metals. Due to their least activity with acid as well as atmospheric gases, these metals are considered to be the noble metals. So these noble metals do not dissolve in any kind of acid, maybe dilute or maybe concentrated, but these metals undergo dissolution or shows reaction when we have taken mixture of concentrated HCl and concentrated nitric acid in 3:1 parts. The ratio of HCl versus nitric acid here is 3:1 part. 3 parts of HCl will be taken and 1 part of nitric acid. These 3:1 parts are taken with respect to volume. Suppose we have taken 3 ml of HCl. In that case, we will use 1 ml of nitric acid. And this mixture of HCl and nitric acid is termed as aqua regia. This mixture is called as aqua regia, also named as royal water. With this aqua regia or royal water, these metals undergo dissolution, such as gold and platinum. These are the least active metals. They neither react with independent or alone HCl or with only nitric acid, but in mixture these least active metals also undergo dissolution, because the dissolution of gold, platinum in this aqua regia produces nascent chlorine, as 3 parts of HCl and 1 part of nitric acid when mixed, it produces nitrosyl chloride NOCl with evolution of 2 moles of water and this chlorine. Now this chlorine is called as nascent chlorine. This chlorine is called as nascent. Nascent means newly born or just formed. This chlorine is highly reactive. So this nascent chlorine now combines with metal like gold and platinum, resulting in formation of AuCl3 or platinum PtCl4. In this way, these metals undergo dissolution, and this type of fuming mixture or fuming liquid, that is nitric plus HCl, this mixture is named as aqua regia or royal water, and this mixture is used by the goldsmith for cleaning the jewelry.